Okay, tonight I want to talk to you guys about locking arms together with the team, whether it's the team below you or the team beside you, whoever. It depends on if you have a team under you. I want you to lock arms and help support them. If you're new, I want you to lock arms with your sponsor or friends beside you. And I've found that a lot of times we're sitting there thinking about, how do I motivate, my new team, or how do I get the momentum going in this business? And it all comes down to how we are working together effectively as a team to help support each other, to get that momentum going, where when others are seeing, hey, if she can do it, if they can do it, then I can do it too. And it just really, it's like a train. Once it gets rolling, the more participating, the more want to participate. So I feel like locking arms with the team that's working right now is going to be the way to do that. So we're going to talk about several different things. But first, I want to address the whole motivation topic, because, we always want, how do I motivate someone who's not motivated? That is like the question of the day. I mean, everybody wants to know that. And really, you can't motivate someone. I mean, I can't give you motivation and make you want this. But what we can do is we can encourage them and we can educate them so that they understand why we should want this. There's three main reasons. I'm sure there's more, but three main reasons that I can think of as to why they may not be motivated yet. One of them is they may not have belief in the product yet. So, a lot of people join and they want to try and see if the products work first, because they don't want to pitch and promote a product if they're not really seeing changes in themselves, or if they don't believe in it, so they want to just wholesale, do the customer wholesale side, see how the products go, and they aren't motivated to share until they see that belief. So that's one thing that you can help them with, is supporting them as a wholesale customer, helping them as they're getting started, making sure that they're taking their products correctly, troubleshooting if anything's going on, if they need to change anything. So be that coach or that support for them. And also help them look for the non-scale victories, so that they're not just focused on that scale, because the scale lies. So many times I've had people say, I haven't lost a single pound. I'm like, go take your before and after pictures, measure your inches, and they come back and go, wow, I guess I have changed. And then you start to ask them, well, are you sleeping better? Do you have better cravings? How about allergies or headaches? And they can, all of a sudden they start to notice things that are changing and improving. If we can help point out those positives, and help them along, they'll build their belief. All right, the next thing to motivate them is the comp plan. You guys, this comp plan is not like any other MLM out there. Okay, so if they've had a bad experience with network marketing, or they've never been in network marketing, or they just don't really understand how amazing this opportunity is, it's important that you take a few minutes at some point and go through just the basics. I mean, you don't have to bore them to tears, but just the basics of how you don't have to be a top jewel, who started early in the company. Just a lot of people think, oh, well, I didn't start out early on. I'm new. I'm not going to, go anywhere with this. I mean, we've had people hit Emerald in 4 or 5 months. Not that we're all going to do that, but it's just something that the opportunity is there. Even if you're not a jewel, we can be making, $200, $500, $1,000. And who doesn't want that extra side income to pay a car payment or insurance payment or groceries? So if we can explain to them why that comp plan is so beneficial and help them realize, hey, with 3 or 4 friends as customers, you can even get your products free. I think that they'd often want to start trying to share and promote it a little and see where they can go with it. And the third big reason why people aren't motivated to work the business right away is fears. So if you can come alongside them support them, and talk about what their fears are. Often you can help uncover those hesitations that they have about getting started. It could be that they're afraid of what their friends are going to think. It could be that they're afraid they don't have time, or that they have to spend a lot of money, or that they have to do, parties every weekend, whatever it is. Figure out, what's holding them back. Ask them, hey, what's holding you back from sharing with your friends? I'm sure that they'd be willing to answer that question for you. And if it's something that you can lock arms with them and help them, then you may be able to help find a customer to a friend that can get in the business with them, can start on the health journey with them, and they're more likely to stick around. All right, so what I want to dive right into now is ways that we can lock arms with our team and help ourselves and help anybody else, that's below us, beside us, whatever. I want us to work together as a team. So for those of you who, let's say you have a new ambassador under you, but they're just a wholesale customer. And maybe they've been a wholesale customer for months or even a year, and they're happy with their products. They just aren't interested in the business side yet. So here's what I want you to do to encourage that person, all right? I want you to say, talk to them a little bit about their products and ask them, is there any friend that you can think of, or anybody out there who might benefit from these products? And, I'm sure that they can think of somebody, and just say, hey, tell me off the top of your head, what are the benefits that you're seeing? And I'm sure that they can roll them off. Maybe it's weight, maybe it's not. Maybe it's relief from chronic migraines. Maybe it's their achy joints are gone. Maybe it's that they were sleeping better, or their anxiety's down, whatever it is. Have them share that out loud and then say, do you think that it's possible that there might be other people in your friendship circle who, if they knew that you were experiencing relief from those symptoms, or that you're feeling better, that they might actually want to try it with you? Oftentimes they'll say, yeah. So what I want you to do is I want you to encourage them to make one post, okay? They don't have to be worried about, well, I don't want to spam my friends with, ads, or I don't have time to do the business. I want you to help them make one post. I want you to help them share. I'm just going to mute. Hold on one second. Let me see. Okay. All right. I'm muted. So, okay. I want you to help them make one post about what Plexus has done for them, just to share their personal story of what taking Plexus has done to help them. And then ask, I'm just curious if any of my friends might be interested in trying it too. And then tell your wholesale customer that you will be right there beside them to answer any questions. If anybody makes an inquiry, they can start a 3-way chat, and you're going to help answer their questions, so they don't have to worry about, well, I don't know what to say, and I don't know how to answer their questions. That's what the locking arms is. You're going to lock arms with them. You're going to say, I'm going to support you. I'm going to help you, because I know that you have friends who are going to love these products, and you're going to feel amazing to know that you're helping these people feel just as good as you are. Plus, it could put a little money in your pocket to help cover your products. All right, so that's what we want to do with our wholesale customers, to help them. The next thing is for our new ambassadors. So if you have a new ambassador under you, I want, we've been talking about the silver in 7 days and the whole 3-way messaging thing. If you have a newbie who has not yet posted, I want you to take time this week and reach out to them. Talk to them about their fears, what's holding them back. If they're excited to post, but maybe they can't think of a creative way to word it, I want you to work one-on-one with them to come up with a way of wording it. Real short and sweet. They just need to explain why they got started, what they love about it so far, and ask if any of their friends would like to give it a try too. Short and sweet. and then help them, be available for them, do three-way message if someone asks or, inquires. So you're going to help them find their first few customers by answering those questions, and maybe even gain a few people on the team. That's the first thing you're going to do for them. The next thing that I want you to do for your new ambassador is I want you to encourage them to set up a Zoom launch call. And we've talked about this. This is a great opportunity. They're brand new to the business. They probably have a ton of friends on Facebook who've never even heard of Plexus, who are going to be curious. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Tell me about this. They can say, well, I can answer a few questions now, or if you'd like, we can get on a Zoom call and I can have Allison tell her story all about Plexus and what it's done for her, and answer any questions. She can even give you recommendations of what to do. And if they're interested, get like 2 or 3 friends and we'll do it together. My calendar, I have so many openings, you guys. I want to fill it up. I want to help each and every single one of your newbies go silver within like a week or 2 of when they join, and then repeat that for their, new ambassadors. The momentum will build and the excitement will build. Their friends will see, oh my goodness, what are all these people doing? I want to get on board with this. If she can do it, I can do it. And it'll just, I'm telling you, I'm already seeing it happen in Shelby's team right now. They're all, recruiting people, and the momentum's starting to build, and it can happen on your team too. If we lock arms as a team, I want all of you to friend request these sideline team members. So if you don't have a very large team yet, be friend requesting everybody that you see on the Plexus Health Club. Post comments on each other's walls, message, each other and support and encourage them. If their story sounds similar to yours, make friends and be that support system for each other. Then when you get a newbie, you've already got a support system of sideline friends who are going to help welcome them. I mean, I think as a team, I think all of you guys are amazing at supporting each other. I love the camaraderie and the encouragement that all of you offer. And I want to make sure that your friends are aware that when they join under you, they're going to have that big support, on our team as well. Okay, so, all right, now for ambassadors who are active. Okay, so if you are a leader and you've got quite a few under you, and you've got some that are working the business under you, or I'm speaking to you if you're my active ambassador, this is what you can do to help yourself or other ambassadors who are active. So I want you to remember to post 1 Plexus post a day, not more, just 1. Make it personalized. If you want to do 2, fine, but don't bombard people with, puking Plexus all day long, or they'll unfollow you. They really will, because they want to see you. They want to, they want to love their friend and watch your pictures of your pets and your kids and the activities that they're used to seeing. And if all of a sudden all they see is Plexus, I know you're excited, but rein it in. Hold it back a little, because if all they see is, oh, she signed up with Plexus and that's all I see now, they're going to be like, whoa, I'm unfollowing, because that's scary to me. So hold in your excitement. Be excited for that 1 or 2 really good posts on your wall each day. I remember when I first got started, I wanted to oh, that's a good one. Oh, I got to talk about that. Oh, and I couldn't hold it in. So I just started saving things. I create Word documents, and all right, I'm going to do this one tomorrow, and I just make a list. I'd save pictures in my phone, and anytime I'd have a lapse in creativity, I'd go back to those posts and go, oh yeah, I remember I wanted to post about that. And then I'd share that one the next day. So just try to limit it. And really, guys, don't use the salesy graphics. We're seeing a lot of improvement in our success rates by making it personal. So don't just copy those Plexus graphics that you see coming through the feed all the time. If it says join my team, or only $34.95, or it just looks like an ad, stay away from those. Think about speaking from your heart, what you're loving about it, how your cravings are down, how your energy's better, how you got a great night's rest. Those kinds of things that you can really, really connect heart to heart with your friend who might be watching, I want you to think in your mind of that one person you're trying to connect with. What are they struggling with? What do they need that you have to offer? And then talk about that topic with them. Do they need to get off their diet soda addiction? You know, do they need to find healthier meal choices, but they're struggling with cravings? You know, think about that and then make your post that really connects to their heart, okay? And it can be about the business. It's okay to talk about the business side as long as it's, you know, not coming across as something that's salesy. All right. But again, don't forget to keep posting your other fun family, you know, play this game or do this puzzle or, you know, just fun things to keep people coming to your wall. Remember to be positive and encouraging, inspirational, uplifting. Be the person that when people are having a hard day, they want to draw, they're like, oh, I want to follow her because she's so uplifting. And no, that doesn't mean you can't be real. All right. Everybody has a bad day, right? And you're like, oh, today was so hard. It's okay to be real. I'm not saying not to be genuine. I'm just saying if you have a lot of crazy drama going on, you might want to leave that behind the scenes. The leaders say, hide your crazy. We all have crazy. All right. The next thing that I want you to remember to do is to reach out to 3 new people each day. Whether you're brand new and you've, you know, only been posting for a week, or whether you've been doing this for a year, I want you to think of 3 people each day who you haven't really talked to about this yet, or it's been a long time since you've talked to them. I want you to be building the relationship, and I want you to, if the opportunity presents, I mean, if you haven't talked to them in a year, don't just say, hey, let me tell you about Plexus. Rekindle the friendship first. But if these are people you talk to all the time, you work with them, you see them, you hang out all the time, they've seen your Plexus post, but you've never personally talked to them about it, I want you to private message them and say, hey, I really have to just share with you about this Plexus stuff. I'm sure you've seen me posting about it, but it's been great for my energy. And I know that that's something that you've, you know, been struggling with. Whatever it is, make a cute little friendly, personal, short message to them. Reach out to 3 people each day and then follow up with 2. So 2 people that you've already been talking to a little bit, encourage them, you know, ask if they join you in a 3-way call, ask if they would like to learn more about it, if they'd like to try a sample, you know, how they're doing, you know, with their whatever you talked about last. All right. All right. So continuing to reach out and follow up. And then the next thing I want you to do, I want you to be participating as a team, like I talked about. Find your sideline friends, find the people below you and the person above you, like their testimonials. If they share something on their wall about Plexus, I want you to like it. None of my Plexus people should have any Plexus post that they make that has no likes at all. We as a team can help support each other just by liking their posts. All right. Comment on it if it's a personal story. If they're telling a testimonial, they need to have us saying, that looks great, you know, encouraging them on, because a lot of people will be watching this and they're like, you know, do I comment on that, or is she going to jump on me? So if lots of people have already been commenting, wow, you look great. Oh, that's so, the same thing happened to me. It creates a little buzz there where people are going to be like, well, I don't want to be left out in the conversation here. And they'll hop on and be more likely to make a comment or engage in the conversation. Okay. And the last thing that I want you also to do as an active ambassador, you probably have some fence sitters who would be interested in learning more about it. So I want you to also try and schedule a Zoom call with me or your upline or both. So personally invite 2 or 3 friends, could be family, you know, could be someone you've been talking to for a while, and say, hey, I'm doing a little get together with friends. My friend Allison, she's going to tell her story, and I know you've been thinking about it. This is a great opportunity for you to come listen in, and she could even make some, you know, answer questions. She's a nurse, you know, whatever, however you want to say it, and just see if they'll do that. All right, so that's what you'll do. to lock arms as a team if you're active ambassador. And then inactive ambassadors. Okay. If you have someone on your team who has joined, maybe they joined for wholesale and they didn't quite see the results they wanted, or maybe they put their toe in the water just a little bit to see if this business might be for them. But then they got cold feet, or they just weren't really feeling it, weren't feeling the business. And for whatever reason, they've white lined on you. Okay. That's what we call it when the report in the back office shows they're a white line. They're not active anymore. For whatever reason, I mean, it could be that we weren't providing enough support when they got started because we were new and we didn't know what we were doing. It could be that it was just the timing of when they started. There weren't enough resources. It could be that they needed more than we could offer right then. It could be that it was the timing. Who knows? I mean, but I really want for you to reach out to them and lock arms with them. Say, hey, I'm really sorry if I didn't offer you enough support when you got started. I'm really curious. I noticed you put your business on hold, and are you still interested in the products? Maybe it was just financial. Maybe they got to where they couldn't afford the products right then, but they really would like to come back. Maybe they had too many products on hand, so they turned their auto ship off. Maybe they got afraid of what their friends might think and they were too scared to post. For whatever reason, if it's something that they're still willing to work through, I want you to offer to them to give it another try and to be more of a support to help them. You can say, hey, Allison just made this amazing team website that has resources that we've never had before. It's got checklists that we can go step by step, and she's doing monthly coaching groups, and you can just say, and now there's a brand new success kit that's coming to new ambassadors. Our team's got a lot of momentum and we've got a lot of support to offer each other, and I really feel like if you give it one more try, I think I can help you reach your business goals if we work together by locking arms and doing this together. And see what they say. And if they say, oh, I've posted before and I didn't get any feedback, then talk to them about making that one personal post. So just say, hey, let's try it one more time. You don't even have to spend the money. I don't want you to, reactivate your auto ship right now. Let's just try it. Let's just try making one post and sharing what you loved about the Plexus products, and see if you get anybody to respond. If they get an inquiry, if they message a couple people and someone's like, well, I might be interested in giving you a try, or maybe have them offer, to give away a free sample of Plexus and see if they get any bites. If they do, say, hey, I'm going to be right here. I'll do a 3-way message with you, and we'll see if we can work together to help you get, a customer or ambassador to start growing your business again. And then if you do see that, then we can talk about turning your auto ship back on and getting you reactivated. I've had quite a few that have done that this month just by reaching back out and offering to better support them, taking them under my wing more and helping. Some had just, I was only taking it for the products, but I miss them and I want to get back on them. A lot of times just that reaching out and encouraging, letting them know that you're there for them will get them back into being active again. And I know there's quite a few of you who are trying to go gold, and every person counts. So reach out. All right. So that's what locking arms is all about. So if you are, here's your takeaway. If you're not yet silver, that's your goal this week, is to make a personal post on your wall each day, and then 3-way message with your sponsor or me whenever anybody responds, and find 3 people to do a Zoom launch event with them. Okay. If you are already silver, I want you to help encourage each and every team member that you have, whether they're inactive or they're a wholesale customer, if they're working the business and already locking arms together, or if they're brand new, wherever they fall. I want you to reach out to them sometime this week. I want you to let them know that we as a team, we are locking arms. We are going to support each other and encourage and be there for each other. And that's what that's what you're there for. I'm here to help you succeed. I want to do this with you. I am so glad that you chose to join me in this. And I want to be there for you every step of the way. And then especially those inactives, troubleshoot and encourage and see if you can help them come back. Okay? So that is the meeting for tonight. I'm going to push stop and we'll have question and answer time.